Do you know much about Lindsay Lohan's career sort of before this?
No, I mean, I remember watching The Parent Trap, and then I don't know
So
anything else on it.
apparently she started modeling from the age of 3. You know, she's got very, like, her parents were kind of crazy. And
Oh,
basically, you know, you have to be crazy at 3,
yeah.
make your kid. So she was modeling. Apparently she did modeling for Calvin Klein and Abercrombie. And then she did over 60 national TV commercials for the likes of Pizza Hut, Wendy's. And there's a really weird Jello ad with Bill Cosby that she's in.
Oh God.
Yeah, so she did. So she was like a very, apparently when she started acting at 10, she already considered herself an industry veteran. She got a role on a soap opera called Another World, but she left it after a year to make The Parent Trap, which was a great career move. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously that was a huge hit. Everyone was like, she's a star. We'll do The Parent Trap one day. Obviously, like, that is fantastic. And then, but then weirdly, you'd think, oh, I bet she has a bunch of stuff between Parent Trap and this. Also, it's crazy to think it was only 4 or 5 years.
I was gonna ask
Yeah.
how many years. I was thinking
Four
like
or
6 or 7,
no,
but
4 or 5, because she
Oh,
was 10 or 11 there, and she's 15, 16 when she
wow.
makes this. So, but obviously she grew up a lot here. But yeah, she didn't. She had little. She was working, but she didn't have anything major. She just had a lot of kind of hit and misses. She was on a. She played Betty Midler's daughter in a sitcom, in the pilot for a sitcom called Betty, like sort of starring her. But then they moved the production from LA to New York, and she basically dropped out. So she's only credited as being in the pilot. Just a bunch of
Mm.
random stuff, which again surprised me because. But I guess this is why maybe hiring her for Freaky Friday was seems a bit risky. But then did Freaky Friday. Everyone's like, she's amazing again.
Mhm.
Next year, does Mean Girls.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this I would argue, you'd think you know her career better than like the average person stuff, but you probably still think, well, she probably had a good few years after that.
Mm.
But no, that's I think so. Nothing ever grossed more than that, but it's kind of decline after that.
Yeah, I know she did some real flops. We watched one, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen or something like that, that I thought was going to be good because it had her in it, and that was really bad in my opinion. I assume it was badly rated. And then I've got Labor Pains written down as another movie where she faked a pregnancy. That was like excruciating to watch.
Yeah, that was a few years later, but basically after one. Did you ever see the Herbie movies on Disney? It's
No.
about this old Volkswagen Beetle that looked like a piece of shit, but it was actually like a good race car.
Oh, sorry. No, I do remember this. I feel like maybe I watched
There
one.
was a
Yeah.
few, but then she was in one, Herbie Fully Loaded. I remember
Right.
seeing that on the Disney Channel and thinking, oh, wow, Lindsay Lohan's really in everything at the moment.
Mm.
And that was fine. But then she was in this rom-com with Chris Pine called Just My Luck.
Oh, wait. Sorry. You can't talk badly about that film. It's got McFly in it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the reviews weren't very
Nah,
good.
Okay.
Okay,
It's a great movie.
you've seen it then?
I've seen it so many times. Are
Oh.
you joking?
I've
Me and my
been-
sisters have watched
I
it.
hadn't heard about
Pauline
it.
and Evie love it.
I hadn't heard about it until researching this.
It's okay. It's not a great movie, but it's a great movie for some people.
Okay, well, it did terribly commercially
Okay,
and was
fine.
seen as a bomb for her.
All right.
But then she tried to do some serious stuff that it seems like people said she was good in it, but nothing enough to fully change the trajectory of her career. Movies: A Prairie Home Companion, Bobby, which is about the JFK, which was about the Kennedys, Chapter 27. But then she just did lots of bombs. So like Just My Luck, Georgia Rule. Have you heard of a movie called I Know Who Killed Me?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Oh, have I seen it? Oh God, I don't know if I've seen it. I feel like I have.
It's considered one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh God.
It has 9% of Rotten Tomatoes. It has 2.9 on IMDb. It was nominated for 8 Razzies and won 7 of them. So this all happened also around the time when her personal life, well, her like she was a drunk, she was druggy.
Yeah, she was on all the things, and she, I think, was getting closer with like Paris Hilton, and she was seen in the kind of party scenes, I guess.
And it does seem like actually it wasn't so much being in the bad movies that ruined her reputation, but it was the fact that she became really unprofessional and really unreliable. She would just not turn up to shoots. I think at one point she had to go to hospital and stuff and claimed it was exhaustion, but the director that she was working with at the time was like, no. Like, and I think she had dehydration or something. It's because you were out drinking till 5 a.m. the night before. And she basically got banished from Hollywood. She did little things here or there, but basically nothing for a good 10 years until she signed her Netflix deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she started with Falling for Christmas, which I have seen, and have you seen it multiple times?
Yeah. 2 years in a row.
And then she signed a 2-movie deal with Netflix to make Irish Wish and Our Little Secret, which have all done very well on Netflix. They've all probably I think they've all gotten at least 100 million views.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sonita, you like all 3 of these movies?
No, I like Falling for Christmas and Our Little Secret.
And Irish Wish?
I didn't really like Irish Wish. Do you want me to share my Letterboxd ratings for them?
Yes, please.
So Falling for Christmas, I gave 3 out of 5. Might be somewhat generous to some people. She's an hotel heiress who has a skiing accident, who then ends up with amnesia, and she's then taken in by a handsome B&B owner, who of course she then falls in love with.
Of course.
It's everything that I want in a Netflix Christmas movie. So it's ridiculous as a story. It's funny. It has heart. The acting's not great, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. So that was quite a strong comeback, in my opinion. Then she made Irish Wish, which is not a Christmas movie. That one is a 2-star for me, so not very good. The love of her life is getting married. She makes a wish and she wakes up as the bride-to-be. So, like, kind of funny, really, as this whole, like, Freaky Friday swap situation. But I can't remember what happens in the end, and I probably will not watch that one again. Our Little Secret, the strongest of the 3, in my opinion.
Wow.
3.5 out of 5. Not bad. 2 exes forced to spend Christmas together after finding out that their 2 current partners are siblings. And it just eventually kind of like comes to fruition during the movie, like heated dinner table, people being like, do you 2 know each other? Like, where's all this coming from? What I would say is these are not great movies, but I like Falling for Christmas and Our Little Secret. And what I have, so you have your great Christmas movies, Elf, Home Alone, It's a Wonderful Life. And then I enjoy, as you know, some terrible Christmas movies that I also watch most years, and I think 2 of her Netflix movies fall into that category for me.
Yeah, I watch the classics with Sonita, and then those I let you indulge by yourself.
Those are my daytime Christmas movies, like when work is slowing down,
Mm-hmm. So this brings me on to my next question. Why do millennial women, and I want you to speak for all millennial women here, why do you guys love Lindsay Lohan so much?
So I have my own personal opinions. I would say she was there. She's a gem. So she was there in our childhood with The Parent Trap. She made, obviously, Freaky Friday and Mean Girls, which I think are 2 iconic movies. So how can you not like her? She's just a likable gal. There's not many flame-haired beauties out there around a similar age. She's just very unique, I would say. And then I think the taking a dark turn for the party girl lifestyle, you think that's it, I've lost her, she's never coming back, and then bam, she comes back to make these Christmas movies on Netflix. So, and Freakier Friday. I'm not saying she's my favourite actress, but I think it's hard to argue that she is very talented and I think likeable, and she has range. Look at all the movies, they're all very big span. I'm going to put Just My Luck in there because you reminded me of it. Great one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Got a soft spot for her.
It's an interesting one. Because I get the nostalgia element of her as a kid, and I love Freaky Friday and Parent Trap and Mean Girls as well. But I guess for me, as a guy, the nostalgia element didn't translate to me having a particular interest in I'll see a movie that she's in. I'm excited for Freakier Friday because it's the Freaky Friday sequel. But for me, it doesn't translate in an interest in what she's doing now. But that's good for her. Mm-hmm. Good for Netflix. Maybe not the best thing for cinema in general, but if there's an audience, then... And she seems to be happily married in Dubai now with a child, apparently. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
It's good that she's got her shit together.
Yeah.
Make sure to watch the full episode wherever you get your podcasts or here on YouTube, and subscribe for new episodes on the last Thursday of every month.